know if you've ever experienced this, but I find that the more that I'm learning about science and philosophy and human behavior and neuroscience and psychology and learning so many amazing things from the experts that we have on the Mel Robbins podcast, the more certain I am that there is something profound that is available to you and me. That there's this like deeper experience to feel in the remarkable thing we call life. You know, the fact is, you do have the ability to tap into things that you can't see. You have the ability to create things and feel things that you can't explain. Wouldn't it be amazing if every day you just had this sense that life or the universe, that it was all conspiring to help you? That there are signs that yes, you are on the right path. Things are working out. Well, the research says that it is possible to go through your life and have a much more meaningful experience. In fact, there is this brand new study. I was so excited when I saw this, that was published in Frontiers in Psychology. And the study is titled, check out this title, An Underexplored Pathway to Life Satisfaction. And you want to know what that study looked at? It dug into the topic of synchronicity and how creating more synchronicities in your life is a pathway to life satisfaction. And that's exactly what you're going to learn to do today. I'm going to teach you 3 steps to create more synchronicity, to tap into this extraordinary power that you have, to create more success, to experience more meaning. And so let's just start with, what is synchronicity? Well, synchronicity is basically one of those moments that you just can't explain. They're kind of magical, but you immediately have a moment of synchronicity, and it gives you this sense that, wow, I'm being guided. Like the universe has got its hand on my back. And, I kind of describe these moments like a holy shit moment, where you're thinking of your friend from 20 years ago, and a minute later, oh my gosh, there they are. They're texting or calling you. Or you're in a business meeting. Have you ever had this happen? You're pitching a new client, and you find out that they're from your same hometown. Don't you love that stuff? In fact, that actually happened to me recently too. There's a caterer that I use all the time up here in Southern Vermont. His name is Paul. He works with his wife, Julia. They're absolutely amazing. And he was setting up lunch for our team on a production day. And my sister-in-law, who happens to be my chief operating officer for 143 Studios, she had flown in from the week. And so we were here in Southern Vermont. We're filming a bunch of stuff for you. We are all together. Paul and Julie are catering the lunch, and we're all downstairs in the kitchen. And Paul and Christine start chatting. It turns out, check this out, that Paul and Christine and Julia, they all went to Naperville High School in Illinois and graduated the same year. What are the odds? And it's such a huge high school that they didn't know each other. But now they're standing here in Southern Vermont, and we're all like kind of working and vibing together. Is that a coincidence? Or is that life telling you something? See, I say it's not a coincidence. It's not a coincidence at all. I say it's happening for a reason. That there is deep meaning in the fact that Christine and Julia and Paul all went to high school together, and they just figured it out while they were standing in the kitchen on a work day while we were producing like amazing content. Now, if you're someone who's kind of cynical, you might hear this example about Christine and Julia and Paul, and you might shrug your shoulders and say, it's just a coincidence. Well, after today, you're not going to do that. And the reason why you're not going to do that is because I'm going to teach you something using research. And it's this, that you will never tap into the success that you desire or the deeper meaning in your life if you don't learn how to see the deeply personal meaning and things that are happening around you. Simply saying, meh, it's a coincidence, is you declaring, that means nothing. There's no magic in my life. There's no reason for this. But calling it a sign of something greater is what gives your life meaning. And these moments matter. And they happen in your life all the time. And when you start to see deeply personal reasons for random things happening in your life, you begin to unlock the power of your mind. And you tap into something deeper that is available to you right now. See, I could see that Christine, Julia, and Paul as a sign that even the caterer is supporting this decision, that we're not just sister-in-laws, that we're supposed to work together. And here's the cool thing about learning this superpower of seeing life working for you, of brainwashing yourself for success and for deeper meaning, is that you get to choose what things mean when they're happening in your life. Why wouldn't you want that for yourself? Why go through life questioning whether or not you've made the right decision? Why go through life just shrugging off things as a coincidence? Just a coincidence. I'm just going through the motions in my life. There's nothing here to see. Why not see the fact that it stopped raining and all of a sudden the sun came out right before your first Zoom interview for this job that you really want? Why not see that as a really good sign that it's going to go well, that you're on the right track, that you're doing the right thing by putting yourself out there? Why not see the fact that the song playing in the restaurant, which happened to be the song that your parents danced to, the first dance song at their wedding, why not see the fact that the song is playing in the restaurant as a sign that the person that you're dating right now is actually a good person? When the house that you really want to buy has an address, 508, and that just happens to be the same area code as the state you're moving from, how is that not a sign that this is your new home? That even if it's not, that things are working out for you, and just looking at this house is a marker on the right path of you finding the right home? Imagine how different it would feel if you brainwashed yourself to believe that life is supporting you, guiding you, that you're not alone at all, that you can see signs that you're on the right path or on the wrong path. I mean, you felt this sense at moments in your life, right? That there's something larger for you to experience, some deeper dimension of life that you could tap into. I'm here to tell you there is. There's this new study that I love that has proven that simply just having the awareness that synchronicities exist increases your life satisfaction. The study I'm talking about was published in Frontiers in Psychology, and just check out the title of this research: An Unexplored Pathway to Life Satisfaction. I freaking love that. An unexplored pathway to life satisfaction. And here is how this superpower is going to help you. Number one, when things are really challenging, you can tap into this ability to see synchronicities as a way to bolster your resilience and keep you moving forward when you feel like giving up. I do it all the time. Being able to spot signs and synchronicities and meaning in life when life is really hard, it's like the ultimate hack to continue the fight, to continue believing that things will work out for you. I mean, even the example that's kind of dumb of Paul and Julia and Christine standing in my kitchen. When I moved here and I freaking hated it, everywhere I looked, I saw reasons for why this was a dumb decision. Brainwashing yourself in a positive way allows you to see the positive signs. Even something as crazy as 3 people standing in your kitchen that went to the same high school. Why not call that out as a sign that you're on the right path? It helps you keep going. It helps you stay optimistic. It helps you with your resilience. And the second reason why you're going to want to know how to use this, and this is a way that it's made a huge difference in my life, is that everything that I experience is so much more profound. Because I know that it wasn't just hard work or luck that got me the results that I wanted or the moments of magic that I've had. I know that there is something deeper going on that I'm tapping into in my day-to-day life because I don't believe in coincidences. I believe that things are happening for a reason. And when you tap into that and you find evidence in your day-to-day life, I don't even know how to describe it. I just want it for you. Do you know that there are 150 million podcast episodes that have been published? And you chose this one. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you were meant to. And if someone that you love sent you this episode and you made the decision to just click on it and listen to it, it's because you were meant to. So from this point forward, I want you to listen with a level of intention. Listen knowing that there is something that you're going to hear that is exactly what you need to hear at this exact moment in your life. There are no coincidences. Let my voice be the sign that you needed, because I'm on a mission to empower and inspire you to open your heart and your mind so that you can achieve all the success that you deserve and experience a much more meaningful life. And there are 3 steps that I'm going to teach you that you can start doing as soon as I teach them to you. And these 3 steps are based on the research of Dr. Bernard Beitman. He is a professor at the University of Virginia School of Medicine. He's a medical doctor who's trained at Yale and Stanford, and he is the #1 researcher in the science of synchronicities, which you know is the pathway to a more meaningful life, according to research. And in his research, he has looked at the patterns of people who experience a tremendous number of synchronicities. And I consider myself to be somebody who experiences synchronicities every single day. So I've translated his research into 3 specific actions that you can start practicing. Because I'm serious. I want you to brainwash yourself in a positive way because this is so freaking cool. And number 1, the first skill that I want you to master is state it and claim it. The second skill we're going to talk about is mastering your energy and how to use it to your advantage. And the third skill we're going to talk about is finding a bigger meaning. And look, I know these 3 don't quite make a whole lot of sense right now, but when I unpack them in detail and I give you specific examples of how you're going to use it, and then I tell you stories from my life about the crazy success and even the miracles that I've been creating by using these 3 skills, you are going to be unstoppable. So here's what we're going to do. Let's take a brief break. And while you do, think about something for me, okay? I want you to think to yourself, if Mel is right, and if what she's about to teach me actually works, if I could tap into greater success and more meaning in my life, and if I could see a sign, some sort of confirmation today that I'm on the right track or that I've made the right decision, what would that sign be? You've experienced these moments, right? Where you're like, oh my God, can you believe that just happened? Is that a coincidence? Or is that life telling you something? You get to decide.